Hey guys, so I want to do a quick comparison here between the new Xiaomi Mi A1 and the Samsung Galaxy J7 Pro. I did compare with the A series and I wanted to see how it did compare with the J series as well, because I think this is the same kind of price range here. So let's see which is the faster device. Going to particularly pay attention to the memory management here. With the phone, as you can see, we have installed quite a lot of apps, and we're going to also look at some of the other stuff. So with the J7 Pro, you are getting a very beautiful AMOLED display, similar to the A series, and also a front-facing flash, which is good for your selfies and stuff. But with the Mi A1, you do get a dual camera. Obviously, I'm guessing the camera is going to be stronger on the A1 handset. So I think we're still running Android. I think we're running Android Nougat here on the J series phone, because it was actually more up to date than the A series, which was weird considering it's supposed to be more lower end, but that is quite nice. But it's not quite as up to date, I don't think, as the Mi A1. Now let's just do a speed test of both phones here. So we're just going to get rid of everything, and let's start up with opening some apps here. Start with the basic ones. I don't think I touched it then, because obviously there's an annoying pop-up that comes up every time you restart the phone on the Xiaomi. You could definitely get rid of that, and we'll just go through these ones. So this is an Exynos J7 Pro. The exact model number I could not tell you in a million years, but it runs good. That is the main thing. I think it has 3 gigs of RAM, so not quite as much as the Redmi, which I think is going ahead here a little bit in terms of the raw speed, but it is quite close. I think Samsung's definitely improving when it comes to its optimization of its lower end phones. So back and forth a little bit here with some of these. I think the J7 Pro is certainly not slow by any measure, but overall I think the A1 is a little bit snappier here on most of them, if you ask me, and I just think it's down to the stock kind of build. But it would be nitpicking. I do think the Samsung has a very good performance in itself. Let's have a look at the camera. Yeah, a little bit snappier here on the left again, and also your Play Store. So what else do we have? We have a speed test that we can do. Just check the Wi-Fi performance again. So let's just check they're both on the same, and we'll start with the J7. And I think there's a new J phone either been released or due to be released, the J 2018 series, so it's probably worth waiting for that. It'll probably come with a more bezel-less kind of display in line with the flagships. So very good score when it comes to your download. That's even better, I think, than some higher end phones. Let's try the A1. Which can't quite beat it. I mean, you can see that there is a big difference in terms of the Wi-Fi. Also, I'm seeing a big difference in terms of display. I mean, it's so punchy and delicious on the J phone. So that's I do love my display here, and I've been hearing some phones recently haven't been performing when it comes to the display, which is a shame. So we're just going to load up a few web pages and then round the video off with a memory test. Let's just see here, daily. So go, oops, that wasn't the same time, but it still did it faster here on the Xiaomi. Let's just try this. So I think we do have a little bit snappier here to load the page on the left, which is nice. Maybe that additional RAM here being put to good use. You can see it's not even loading the page on the J phone, which is a bit annoying. Pinch to zoom, as you can see, pretty cool. I think one area where the LCD does have an advantage is in terms of the color accuracy, particularly when you are web browsing. You can see it's a little bit reddish on the J7, which is a bit annoying. Let's just see the page load. Again, A1 there. So very good performance with the A1 when it comes to your web browsing. Seems to be loading the ads, the pictures, etc. very fast. I do wish Xiaomi had its own web browser. That would be pretty awesome. And finally, let's just check out the multitasking here. See if it held them in memory. So we're going all the way back to the start, and we already have a reload on the Pro. Oh, both of them reloading now. You see, I knew there'd be a limit with the A1, what you can do with it. I wasn't satisfied with just 5 games. But it's doing better here than the J, which is really grinding to a halt. I don't think I've had the phone for that long as well, like a couple of months. Look at this. It's holding most of them in memory, but not all of them. Could improve, I think. 4 gigs of RAM. So you can see here, in terms of your opening up a lot of memory apps, this is where you will find need for improvement on both of them. But I think the Xiaomi is slightly better because of that extra gig of RAM. But still, you could do it with improvement, I think. I know there's phones out there which can handle about 20 apps. Some people do have open. So yeah, we're quite interesting results here. I think overall, if you're looking for a performance perspective, the Mi A1 gives you a little bit more here, slightly snappier, slightly more responsive, quicker updates as well because it's an Android One phone, and also dual camera. I won't get too excited about the dual camera as well. It's decent, but it's not as good as you might think just because it looks like an iPhone. But I definitely think it's more value add than what you get on the J phone, which is usually trash in terms of the camera. But I think it does the job overall, although they do have the old type charging, which is weird. But if you're into your display quality, the J is much better here, as well as any A series phone, as well as your Samsung experience, which some people do enjoy as well. Just don't look out for updates too quickly, if you ask me. So yeah, just a quick little video here between J7 Pro and the Mi A1. I will be doing some other comparisons with some other phones, so do stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.